Hello, welcome to today's video on advanced digital marketing and social media for the construction industry. My name is Emma Gribben and I'm the Managing Director of Digital by Emma, and I'm going to take you through today's video. In today's video, we're going to look at 5 top tips to boost your SEO. We're going to consider the advantages of using the Facebook Ads Manager over boosted posts. We're going to look at some examples of really effective social media posts in the construction industry. We'll consider why we should use Google Ads, and then how to set up a MailChimp account for your email marketing. Let's start with SEO. 5 top tips to boost your SEO. Quite often when it comes to SEO, companies need to know how they're currently performing. The first tip that I'm going to share with you today is to check your own website performance using the Google PageSpeed Insights tool. This tool can tell you how your website is performing in terms of SEO, and it will give you a result out of 100. Not only that, it will also give you recommendations of things that you can do to improve your SEO, and you can tackle these in-house or share them with your web developer. This tool will give you a performance metric for both desktop and mobile, so you can see how potential customers are finding your site across different devices. When you run your PageSpeed Insights analysis, you will see a report like this. Here, this website has a score of 64 out of 100, which is in the yellow category. So it's good, but there's some things that can be done to improve the overall rating. As you scroll down through the report, you'll see all of the recommendations, and you can see where some impact can be made. Google has said in the past that the ideal website loading time is 2 seconds or less. So that's what we're aiming for in terms of the overall loading time. Ideally, the quicker the website, the quicker the customer or potential customer can engage with the site, and the easier their experience. The second SEO tool is a similar tool, but even more interesting because you can test how your website is performing around the globe. This tool is called GTmetrix, and it's free to run as well. So with GTmetrix, you can evaluate your website, and it will give you a fully loaded time, and it will also give you a score in terms of performance, which is rated A, B, C, D, E, or F. Similarly to PageSpeed Insights, you get recommendations of things that you can do to improve the overall experience of your site. It's really helpful to know what your site's currently doing really well and where the opportunities lie so you can optimize these going further. Staying on our SEO tools, the third tool that I'm going to recommend is the SEO tool Moz. So Moz is a detailed SEO measurement tool. Companies can use this on an ongoing basis to monitor their keyword ranking. They can run site crawls to see how the website is performing. However, one of the downsides is that Moz can be costly, with packages starting at £90 per month. This is a good investment if you are working on your SEO on a continuous basis. However, if you just want to do a really detailed SEO audit to find out where the opportunities lie, you can start a free trial for 30 days. The free trial sits under Moz Pro. You can sign up. You will need to provide your card details upon sign up. However, you have any time within the 30 days to cancel, and then the free trial will not renew into a paid subscription. Throughout those 30 days, you have access to all of your SEO reports. And with clients, I use this tool for conducting site crawls. This is where Moz will look at every single page on the website and bring back a report that tells us what needs done in terms of on-site SEO optimization. Also within the Moz tool, you can upload up to 500 keywords, and Moz will evaluate how your website is performing against those 500 keywords. You can see if you're currently ranking for keywords, if so, in which position. And then if you're not ranking, you can see the impact of your SEO efforts over the 30 days. When you conduct the site crawl, it brings you back a report like this, and it will prioritize the issues in terms of critical, warnings, redirects, metadata, and content. So with the results for this site, we can see that there are 662 pages missing a description, 576 pages where the URL is too long, and 389 pages where the title is too long. Thankfully, none of these are critical issues, but they are things that will improve the overall SEO once fixed. The next tool I want to share with you is a Google Ads Keyword Planner. This tool sits within the Google Ad account, and here you can discover new keywords and find out what people search for when they're looking for your business. So you can start off with the term that you think people might search for. And today we're going to look for shop fitter. And you can set the location that you want to get the results from. So if we wanted to say people search within Northern Ireland, we can get results from that region only. So here we have searched for shop fitter. Google is telling us that there's on average 90 searches for that term every single month. And it's given us some other suggested terms that we can also consider as part of our strategy. At the very top, it is encouraging us to broaden our search and include other keywords that may be related to our initial search. And then it will give us the results of those also. So with this data, we can see what the demand is for the keywords. We can see which keywords are more popular than others. And then we can make sure that our website is well optimized for those particular keywords. If we were to search for industry terms, like construction company, we're likely to get a higher volume of keywords. So now we have nearly 600 keyword ideas because it is a much broader topic. And then as we're scrolling down the list, we can see which of those are more popular. So building contractors near me has 140 searches on average per month. And then we have a high volume here of search terms with a slightly lower demand. And here, for example, we have particular company names. So this is where we can see the demand by brand name. In order to analyze all of this data and compare it over time, we can export the data by pressing this icon on the top right-hand corner. And then we can take that data off as a CSV file and work with it on our laptop or computer. Once we know the keywords that we want to focus on, we can see how our website performs against those keywords. And one of the easiest ways to do this is to press Ctrl and F and then type in our keyword, and it will show us how many times it appears on that particular web page. If I start off and search for construction, I can see that it pops up 5 times on this page. So as I scroll down, I can see where those keyword instances appear. So this is one way for us to quickly see how many times those keywords are contained within your website. But you can also use the tools that we previously mentioned, particularly Moz, to do a more thorough analysis based on the keyword research that you complete within the Google Ads Keyword Planner. The next area that we're going to look at is the benefits of the Facebook Ads Manager. So chances are you're going to want to reach new people through social media, through Facebook and Instagram, and you can reach them through advertising. I recommend that you use the Facebook Ads Manager because here you can create tactical campaigns for your brand that get your content in front of the people that you specifically want to reach. Quite often I get asked, is a boosted post me using advertising? And technically it is, but I think there's so many more things that you can benefit from if you use the Facebook Ads Manager platform. Let's take a look at the difference in boosted posts and ad setup through the Facebook Ads Manager. With boosted posts, this is where you're taking a post from your page. So you're taking the post that already exists and you're paying to reach probably quite a few of those who have indicated that they already like your page alongside people that you choose through targeting. As we know, when you post an organic post to your social media, it doesn't reach absolutely everybody who already follows you online. That's down to the Facebook or Instagram algorithm. So boosting a post is a good way of getting your content in front of more interested people. However, one of the downsides is that when you boost a post, you can't edit the post in any way. So we can't edit the graphic or the text that's used. We have to just go with the content that's already there. There are some targeting options, but compared to Ads Manager, these are limited. We don't have the opportunity to add a call to action button, and we don't have as much control over the type of ad that we're running, be that reach traffic, message conversion, etc. If you have a really important announcement, like the launch of a new product, the launch of a new service, the opening of a new office, that may be boosted because you're going to want to get that message out to as many people as possible. However, in the long run, it's a better idea to create tactical campaigns with specific messaging for your audience. And you can do this through the Facebook Ads Manager. With Facebook Ads Manager, you can easily set up and run ad campaigns to many different audiences at once. You've got full control over the ad objective. You can target your audiences very specifically. You can also target custom audiences, develop multiple versions of your ad and tweak your messaging. And one other thing to note is the ad does not show up on your Facebook page. It shows up on lots of other placements, like in the feed, on stories, right-hand column, within Marketplace, etc. Let's take a closer look at the Facebook Ads Manager. Once you enter your Facebook Ads Manager, the first thing that you can do to create a new campaign is to choose the campaign objective. And this is where it's asking you why you want to run advertising. So we have got 3 different columns here: awareness, consideration, and conversion. Awareness is if you want to get a new message out there to your target audience. And here you can run a brand awareness ad or a reach ad. Then in terms of consideration, you can run ads focusing on generating traffic to your website, ads focusing on getting engagement on your ad. If you have an app, you can promote installs of your app. You can also encourage more video views on a corporate video. You can run lead generation campaigns to get people to submit their email address or telephone number for a callback. And you can also create a campaign that will encourage people to message your page. If you have products that you're selling through Facebook, you can run conversion ads and catalog sales. And if you have lots of different outlets, you could consider running a store traffic campaign. Already we can see there are so many more options when it comes to advertising over a boosted post. Let's now look at some examples of effective social media posts within the construction industry. Starting off with Balfour Beatty, we can see that the content on this Facebook page is well branded, it's cohesive with the logo and the branding, and it's also really informative, keeping people up to speed with the latest projects. So as we go down through the page, we can see how the page is updating all of its followers about its work with charitable and CSR organisations like Prince's Trust, Groundwork and Project Recce. So here we have a really interactive slideshow, which is rotating as we're watching it, and it's not trying to share too much text at once. So it's more visual than it is text heavy. So as this comes up within people's news feeds, they're able to get that message in a really visual format. Also, across the page, there's consistent use of their brand colours, and they have reports, articles and guides that link through to the website. So this is a really great way of sharing what they're doing to help the environment, helping in their approach to sustainability and net zero carbon, and therefore taking people through to the site where they can get more information on that. So as we go down through the page, we can see that there's good engagement with other organisations. Here they've shared posts from Oxford and Cotswolds Archaeology. So they're not afraid to share content from other pages, as well as giving real life updates with the projects that they are working on. So here we have photographs of their volunteers at the Donington Hospital Trust, Crag Estate in Northumberland. So Balfour Beatty is definitely keeping its audience engaged in terms of what it's up to at a commercial level, and also what its teams are doing on the ground across the different regions throughout the UK. Also then we'll look at Mace. Mace is definitely an industry leader in terms of construction, and Mace has got very colourful colours within its logo, and this is being brought through in terms of content. So again, a really nice approach to branding. And Mace is really good at creating content on its website that it can then share through social media channels. So one article that is being shared is about sustainable aviation fuel. One article that is being shared is about sustainable aviation fuels, and here shared on social media with a little bit of an overview or preview with a link then to click through and read the full article. Here we can also see project updates. So this one is on the Marriott residence in Saigon. So here is an update on the project and a photograph as well, so people can see how that is coming along. Also here, more articles that are linking through to the website and showcasing people within the team. So this article is from Steve Burrows, Construction Director for Mace's residential construction business. So we have a nice mixture of content, but one thing that Mace is traditionally really good at is video content. The Mace Group has its own dedicated YouTube channel. There's nearly 2,000 subscribers to that channel, and they have organised all of their video content into streams or playlists that allows people to navigate them with ease. So here we can look at videos on projects that they are currently working on and projects which have been completed. We have lots of videos about Mace, working at the company, its cultures, values, getting to know the people within the organisation. And also there's a stream here about their approach to a responsible business. So in a very short space of time, we can get to know quite a lot about the Mace Group because of the interactive content it's offering via YouTube. All of these videos can, of course, be shared through social media, so people can pick up those messages as well when they're scrolling through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. Next, we have Graham Group. And the Graham Facebook page is a really nice approach in terms of visual branding and a really nice use of the brand identity. So here in the Facebook cover image, we can see all of the safety hats with the Graham brand, and it looks like the team have just set them down to go and have their lunch. So it's a really nice branding, but in a more subtle manner. And as we go through and look at the content here, we can see again a mixture of content, updates from projects that are either in development or that have been completed, initiatives and updates on sustainability efforts. Here we have computer generated visuals so people can visualize what projects will look like once complete. We also have project announcements, project updates, and content about the team and some of the initiatives that they are working on and applying to their projects right across the UK and Ireland. Also sticking a little bit closer to home, we have Northern Ireland based Gibson Paving. And in my opinion, Gibson Paving have really utilised all of the opportunities available to them through social media. So here we can see a personalised Facebook cover picture. So it's taking in one of their projects, a really good use of the logo. And it's also indicating where this project is from. Very clear use of branding, and they're using all of the branding options available by using their username as well. But as we go down through the page, we can see lots of different posts which are educational and helpful about the product range that is on offer. So here we have a post educating people about the Millboard product option, really nicely branded but not overtaking the main content. Strong calls to action on each post so people can then interact and find out more. branded posts throughout where they need to share corporate messages like any May Day closures or holidays that are coming up. Also, we get to see examples of customer projects. So here is a completed project. So it's good to have this real life proof of the work that Gibson have done. Here we can see product ideas, hot tubs, combining with the millboard paving, and also features on getting to meet the team. So as you can see, there's a real breadth of content on the Gibson Paving page. They do a really great job of adding their branding, really tasteful in terms of graphics. So it's very easy for people who are looking at their social media profiles to actually consume that content and understand what it is that they offer. Let's now look at Google Ads and consider why you should use Google Ads to promote your construction organisation. Google is the largest search engine in the world and it handles over 3 billion searches per day. YouTube is the second largest search engine, handling over 500 million searches. And we know that 81% of all internet journeys start with search. By using some of the features available in Google Ads, like pay-per-click ads, you can reach people who already have an interest or an intent in the keywords and key phrases related to the products or services that you offer. So if people are searching for a particular product or service, the chances are that they have already made their mind up that they need or want that product or service for their home or for their business. If you can reach them when they're searching, there's the opportunity to get your brand in front of their eyeballs and hopefully then encourage them to take the next step and make an inquiry or fill out a contact form to your organisation. When it comes to Google Ads, there's lots of different options that you can choose from. One is a pay-per-click ad, and that's where you can run an ad that shows when people search. So the ad shows up within the search engine result page. But you can also run display campaigns where you bring up a visual ad targeting people who match the same profile as your target customer. You can set all of these up through the Google Ads platform, so whether it's display advertising or PPC that you want to work with. And the great thing is that if you're using the PPC ads or Google search ads, they are highly relevant. There's high intent because the person's already searching for that particular thing. They're controllable because you decide what keywords will prompt the ad, and they're measurable because you control the budget and you see what the results are. So quite often when it comes to advertising, we're exposed to so many messages that we don't always pick up every single ad that's shown to us. But with Google search ads, the intent is already there because the customer or the potential customer is searching for keywords related to what you offer. So there's some level of interest. It almost pre-qualifies them. So when you're running a pay-per-click ad, there are some key elements that you will want to include. The first element is your headline. So you have two headlines which do come together on the same line for desktop. And then underneath that, you have got your description. So this is where you can go into more detail about your ad. It's important to use all of the features available within the ad, like site link extensions. So as well as taking people to the home page, you can take them through to contact pages or product dedicated pages or service dedicated pages. Also here, your display URL will show up so people can see the URL for the actual company that's advertising. And you can include a call extension, which is a really good idea. If you have got someone who is able to take calls and speak to customers about the products and services that they're interested in. One other thing that's also really helpful is to add a location extension. So if you have got physical premises where customers can visit you, you can include that within your ad. All of these features can be set up within the Google Ads platform. So all you have to do is type in Google Ads to Google. It will bring you to this page and you can go through and start now, and it will talk you through the steps included to build your campaign. Last but not least, today we're going to look at how you can set up a MailChimp account. So MailChimp is a really popular email marketing tool because it's so easy to set up and it's cost effective. When it comes to MailChimp, what we want to do to create your account is over on the top right-hand corner, click Sign Up Free. So this is one way that you can get started. Or if you're already aware of the plan you want to pick, you can click through with Pick a Plan. So in order to create your account, you need to submit your email address, create a username and password, and then click on the Sign Up button to create your account. When it comes to using MailChimp, you can use it for free. So our free option is on the very right-hand side. This gives you up to 2,000 contacts that you can have within your audience list. Also here, you can create forms and landing pages. However, my recommendation would be to invest in the Essentials packages, which is just $9.99 per month. Because with the Essentials packages, you also can have access to a wider range of email templates, which is really helpful when you're putting together your email campaigns. Also within this, you can create multi-step journeys, add your custom branding, and run A/B testing to see which version of your email is most effective. There are more expensive campaigns again, like standard at $14.99, and then premium, and that's where you would have a really high volume of contacts, 200,000 or more, but that starts at $299, so a lot more expensive. To get you started with the basic features, the Essentials package at $9.99 should give you everything that you need. If you want to explore how MailChimp is set up and just get familiar with the functions, you can go ahead and create your account with the free version and then upgrade at a later stage. So it really is that easy to set up MailChimp. And once you have chosen your package or decided to work with free, you have access to the entire platform. If you have any questions about today's video, please do submit them to CITB-NI. Also, you can get in touch directly if you have a question that you would like to ask. You can reach me via email or connect with me on social media across Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. I hope you find today's video valuable, and hopefully there are some new things that you can now implement within your business.